Hey everybody, today we're excited to talk a little bit about what we're so passionate about, which is optimal living. And then you have been diving into, Amy, what does that mean? And you're going to help us with some statistics on why we need to do it. And if we don't, kind of what that quality of life looks like today.
Well, and particularly wanting to talk about optimal aging, right? If you look at our lifespan versus our health span, we've talked about this a lot. The average American, I think they say in the United States, our life expectancy is 78. So if we're expected to live till 78, our average health span, which means those years you're actually living without chronic disease or some type of a debility, is 66.
Now, that's not very long.
So,
12 years.
12 years. And we know this doesn't happen like all of a sudden you're just 66 and you're sick, right? This has been accumulating for years, sometimes 20 or 30 years. So in your 30s, there are things that are starting to happen in your cells and in your body. And so we're starting to look at aging kind of more as like a disease process, right? Aging is not normal, especially the way we age in the United States. And there are lots of just institutes out there on longevity research. There are journals out there now. There are people studying this left and right. You also look on Instagram and Facebook and all these TikTok, and there are all these people out there, they call it biohacking, right? And they're out there just trying to test all these things so they can, like, biohack means like hack our genes so that maybe we can slow down or reverse aging. The thing is, this is really feasible. I mean, there are these 10 hallmarks of aging. Some examples are things such as our telomere shortening. We talk about telomeres a lot. And there are those little end caps on the ends of your chromosome. The shorter your telomeres, the shorter your lifespan. And so we know that's part of cellular aging that occurs. There are a lot of things you can do to slow down or even reverse that, right, to regrow those telomeres. Another example is like mitochondrial dysfunction. Those are the little energy factories in your body in each cell. Gut health imbalances, stem cell exhaustion. So, I mean, it goes on and on. There are all these things that happen.
We're passionate about this because one of the reasons why we even started our first wellness center was just this, I guess, when Dad's end of life was, just such a brutal journey to watch. We became motivated and passionate about, okay, let's not do that. I know a lot of your research has been on blue zones, and when we were coming up with our holistic primary care office, right? You're like, let's dive in. There's people living to be 100 years plus, and what are they doing? And it's what, the model, the OPT2LIV medical model was derived from, a lot of this, and that was our big passion that initially told us to, hey, we've got to share, we got to learn more, and then we've got to share this with as many people that are willing to lend an ear, whether it be our patients or whether it be through a podcast or just anything, because it's a big difference. We're given this one life. It's so precious. And what is it that we have to do, to continue to, enjoy it to this fullest extent? I mean, it's just amazing.
Well, and I think about why I even went into healthcare, right? Or chose to be a doctor, or you got on this journey of wellness. And again, healthcare, it was more about we want people to be healthy. We want to help them have these great, vibrant, healthy lives. But unfortunately, that's our healthcare system is not, it's a sick care system. And, I got so caught up in my old career as a family physician where I was trying so hard to focus on that, but I was bombarded by all these people coming into my office sick or having some type of a chronic condition or crisis. And so that is, again, why we started this.
We get people every week trying to get in our doors, and of course we're completely full. And their motivating factor is I need someone to help me to feel better because the current model I'm in, the current health system I'm in now, is not fixing me. They are band-aiding me, and I'm not getting better. And I think a big part of why this has occurred over decades is, and it's not that anyone maliciously is like, yeah, we want a bunch of sick people out there. But at some point, they're like, there are a lot of business people in America, and it's a big part of what America is all about. And at some point, there's like, wow, okay, yeah, we can make money doing this. And so let's get better at doing that. And then, oh, wow, now we can make money doing this. And let's get really good at doing that, right? And the problem, and we're seeing it now, is as that continued to forge forward as great ways in America to make money, we kind of left out the patient in the journey. We left out, as you would say, the provider-patient relationship. And so there's a disconnect now there. Because you don't have enough time to practice in the old model, which is why we started this one, and it's just refreshing. I mean, people don't leave us, right? No one leaves because why would you? You're going to end up going back to a model that is really designed to make money more so than it is to truly set up preventative long-term care for people. It's an acute care model, a sick care model, like you said.
Well, and I think, again, back to our model, what we're doing, what we feel primary care should be is high touch, right? So in my old office, and honestly, most people, if you have healthcare insurance, your insurance it's kind of this catastrophic insurance. It pays for you once a year to go to your physician, to see them, to get a physical or whatever. And then that's it. And then you go whenever you're sick or you need something, right? So really, if you think about why we even have health insurance, a lot of it is, okay, in case I get sick, I need a backup plan, right? I need something to cover me if I have to go to the hospital, or if I need a surgery, or if I need a medication for something, or I have to go to the ER. So what we've done is this high touch model. They see me at least every 4 months. We do a wellness plan, a personalized plan, and then they see you in between to get the health coaching. I mean, it's been
amazing.
Dramatically
It works really well.
Impactful on our
But
patients.
you see, there's a difference between I go to my doctor for a 7-minute visit once a year to the hours that we spend with patients. I mean, it's a lot of hours.
Yeah, I think it's interesting too.
It's almost like, I mean, if you said 10 minutes on average, times 6, times another, what is it, 7, 8 visits?
I don't know what you're calculating.
I mean, it's hundreds of times more
how
time
much we're
that
spending.
we spend
Yeah.
with people.
Yeah. I mean, it's rare that I don't spend an hour, right? Like really spending time. Those 4 pillars that we always talk about, the breathe, eat, move, sleep, 80% of this chronic disease and 80% of our aging, right? All these, talking about these modalities and these hallmarks of aging, like we talk about this with them, and we help them through their stress, because stress can shorten your telomeres. Stress can affect your gut microbiome. Stress can affect your methylation and your epigenetics, right?
It's a big one.
And then the eat, the move, the sleep, like we really dive in. I think that...
But 80% it eliminates.
It eliminates, yes.
Yes,
It controls and eliminates 80% of this.
And that was the National Institutes of Health in the United States and the CDC validated that it eliminates. It doesn't make it better. It eliminates
80% of chronic
it eliminates.
disease.
They used the E word.
I know. So what's really been exciting is our newest OWN membership. We call it the Optimal Aging membership, and that's unique because it includes what the general membership is, but we build in tests for them. So it's a little bit more per month, but they get 2 epigenetic tests, which is our like hair and micronutrient tests. Everybody gets a stool test, adrenals, and then each year we kind of each year we're going to change it up.
The infusions.
They get 2. That's right. They get 2 infusions. They get to be part of our research projects, and We're really excited about some that we're doing with the newbie and just looking at the newbie on aging and like how if we can balance out our vagus nerve. So that has been super exciting because I feel
It's
like that's
unbelievable.
things that you definitely don't get in general
Yeah,
healthcare.
we're not seeing our model exactly like this anywhere in the Midwest at all. You might get it out east or on the West Coast maybe, but definitely not in this area. It just doesn't exist.
Well, it's interesting. We also just did our true diagnostic test.
Oh,
And the
yes.
data is, we're in the
You
middle of
liked
a
it because
little,
you were so much younger.
well, we're in the middle of doing a research study. So later, once we get all this together, we'll maybe share our data. But that was
Oh, I'm
neat,
sure you
wasn't
want to
it?
share your data.
Hopefully it'll be even better in a few months. But it really was neat. It looked at your stem cells, and
I was a little
we
younger.
talked
You were like
about
super
the
young.
stem cell exhaustion that can happen. Looks at your telomere. It looks at the your organs and like the age of pacing of your
It
organs.
was
It's pretty amazing.
massively comprehensive.
And so that is something too. I'm looking forward to adding into the O membership as a option. And we're kind of piecemealing it and personalizing it to what people, what testing they might need at the time.
Well, I think we've learned a lot. I mean, we're going on 4 years this August doing what we're doing, having massive success in helping people to truly live a high quality, optimal life. And I mean, I think it's just the beginning of where we know we can go with this, with the research we're doing, with the Science and Spirit Institute, with some of the things we're doing with new technology and the Dr. Amy AI and the web and some of the phone stuff, the app stuff that we're bringing on board. It's truly you know, going to be a great addition to the world. You know, as we continue to work one patient at a time to get people to feel amazing.
Yeah, and I hope, you know, every year we're seeing more and more physicians getting into this direct primary care model. And I think every year we're seeing more and more physicians getting interested in functional medicine or integrative medicine, more root cause medicine, like let's get to the root of the problem so we can fix it instead of just band-aiding and patching it with different medications and that then create side effects that you need more medications. So yeah, it's exciting to see a shift. I think our healthcare system is waking up. We're seeing people, I mean, heck, looking at our food even, right? And looking at what we're putting in
It
our
takes
food.
people to vote on this kind of care, for sure. For sure, it really does.
Well,
So, we are grateful for the opportunity to share this kind of stuff with you guys. You know, we're so passionate about this model that we have been presenting to our patients and seeing great results with. I know there'll be a day, whether this is us helping others to do the same, we want this to grow. You know, we definitely want this in the hands of every patient because they deserve every bit of this. Every one of them in the world would be amazing. Hey, wishing you guys a wonderful day. If you get a chance, check us out, OPT2LIV.com, OPT, the number 2, LIV.com. Wishing you guys a wonderful day. Take care.